Hello, dear friends. David here. I hope you favor this video so this video can get spread around. This message needs to be heard. Everyone talking today, the wrath of God is upon this land, and we're placing blame on the politicians and the world leaders and the governments and the bankers of the world. There's good in the world, friends, and there's evil. God can deal with governments, with politicians, with bankers, with world leaders. He can overthrow governments. He can dethrone kings. Think back to the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. Think back to the days of the Great Flood. How are we today as a society living? How are we living? We forgot to follow the manual. This is the Holy Bible. It's also a marriage manual. It's a parenting manual. It's a way to live. Morals, decency, and we've tossed it aside. We find a partner, we think we're going to bring them to Jesus, so we're unevenly yoked. Women, you like the rough, tough guy that is an atheist and doesn't believe in God, and you're going to change him. It doesn't work. They don't change after 10 years, 20 years. They don't change. We live in sin. We don't get married. We shack up, and we're going to convert this person over. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It never has, and it never will work. Men, you commit adultery. You cheat. And it's a never-ending cycle. Back in the day, remember the days of, and the days are gone. The days are gone. I used to, when I was a kid, I loved to watch Leave It to Beaver. And I was just a little kid, and Ward Cleaver, the dad, would come home, and the whole family would meet him at the door. Then they'd sit down at the supper table, and they'd bow their head, and they'd give thanks. There's no supper table anymore. Our children are off in a fast food restaurant, eating toxic food, too ashamed of God to bow their head and give thanks. And dad's usually on the couch now, depressed, and mom's coming home from work, and in front of the children, what'd you do today? Did you cut the grass? Did you take out the garbage? Did you vacuum? Did you do the dishes? The roles have all turned. We forgot to follow the manual of life. In my day, when two young people had an argument, they might have settled it with some fisticuffs, shook hands, and were best friends again. Today, if you're a young person, and you have a quarrel with a school friend, they're probably going to shoot you. Remember the old show, I Love Lucy? Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball. They had two separate beds, single beds, and never at any time did you see them without one foot on that floor. Today, what do we have? Violence, drugs, sex in our music, sex on TV. They're right on the regular TV that your children are watching. They're practically performing the act of sex. They're trading spouses. They're cheaters. It's promoting adultery, fornication, and that's what our children are watching. We're letting them play dangerous video games of where they're a soldier and they're killing and they're cutting people's throats and they're massacring people by the multitude. If they're not playing that type of a war game, they're picking up in their fancy stolen car they just stole hookers, and they're making drug deals. And now these children can't buy these games. They have to be a certain age. Who's buying them? Mom, dad, who? We forgot how to live. We forgot how to live. I could read you passage upon passage, but you wonder why God is so angry. He can deal with the world leaders. He can deal with the kings of the world. He can dethrone them. But we, as humankind, what have we done? We've ignored the book. We've tossed the way to live to the wayside. We respect and we submit to our children and not to our husbands, not to our wives. Wives will constantly have a headache. I got a headache. I got a headache. And they like to use that excuse, and it drives the men away. The men if they had any fear, past fears of um, jealousy, it feeds the fear. Um, and they leave. Marriages break up. Uh, Adultery gets committed. We forget, what does the Bible say? What does the Bible say? And we toss it to the wayside. We forget. Friends, the answer. Is there a way to stop all these calamities? If we all would just get into this book. But it won't. It's probably too late. As a society, we're done. We're pretty much finished. Abortion is on the rise. It's okay to kill now a baby. It's the normal. Back in the day, it was unheard of. It was kept quiet. It's an everyday thing now. 11-year-old young girls are getting abortions. The family has broken down. A lot of times it's the woman now making the living. And I'm not picking on you women, but instead of the husband being the head of the house and the one to discipline the children, you make sure and you make it clear and you make the children understand you love them more. You submit to them and not to your husband. And I'm all for women's lib, and I'm not saying anything against that. But look how far we've come. The family breaks down each time. Each time the family breaks down. And that was Satan's plan all along. All along, to cause another Sodom and Gomorrah, to cause another great Noah's flood. We have young people wanting to change the way they look, they appear. A young female may want to think she feels like a man, so she has surgery. Dear friends, I can want to be a dog. Maybe I want to be a dog, so I can go have surgery and have where my tailbone is a tail surgically implanted and hormones to give me fur, and I can bark. I can sit there and bark. I'm not a dog. I'm still what God created, a man. Do you see how society has fallen apart? And I love Joyce Myers, but women are on the pulpit and the husbands are in the back. Everything's reversed. And women are good preachers. I love her. Women are good pastors, good preachers. But what does the Bible say? Where have we, look at every place we went wrong. Every place we went wrong. We are not loving. You remember how you felt when you fell in love? Like the world stopped, the world ended? That's how God loves you. That's how you are to love your husband, not your neighbor, or not the man down the street, or not the woman that you work with. That love is to, no man should separate that. But they do. They do. You are to give only on to your husband. But when you got the headache and the husband will go elsewhere, he'll go elsewhere. Then you'll wonder, my cheating husband? And the same, men. If you look, what does the Bible say? You're committing adultery. And our children are being spoiled rotten. Do you make them do chores anymore? I remember going home, I had to do chores. My friends waited, and I knew. When my grandmother raised me, when I'd be home at 8 o'clock at night, buddy, I was there at 10 to 8, because you didn't want your grandmother calling your name in front of all your friends. We played kick the can and flashlight tag, and them days are gone. Can't go out and play. My grandmother used to sit outside, sit at her dining room table, 3 o'clock in the morning with her door open, having coffee with the neighbor. Neighbor doesn't come over anymore. Your neighbor's not having coffee with you. You can't leave your door open at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We forgot the most important thing. The marriage manual, the parenting manual, the book on how to live. And we've set it aside. We've turned our back on God. Is it too late? You tell me. Leave me some comments. God bless you.